Alright, so we're doing something a little bit different today. This is my first subscriber request special, and we'll get to that in one moment. But first, a couple of channel updates. I promised a while back ago that I would read monographs. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I got it in the mail today, though, so I'll be reading that for the foreseeable future. I'm not sure if I plan on doing a video about it, though. Currently got to finish Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express before I can go on to that. I want to get that right again before the movie comes out. Also, another update I'm thinking about doing is considering my art deduction studies. I've wanted to put something out for you guys to look into that too. Just look at my notes or something like that. I need to reorganize them in such a way that I can share them with everyone else. I'm not sure how to do that yet. Or I've also considered doing like a short book concerning that. That's a possibility for me. I was a writer in high school, so that could be a good option for me to look into, writing something for you. In the meantime, though, on to the subscriber request, which is about deducing people's careers, their personalities specifically. And for visualization purposes today, I'm joined by my friend Scully, who's going to be helping me out with this video today. So my companion Scully here is going to be helping me out with this video for visualization purposes. Say hello, Scully. Sorry, he's not very social. First point I want to talk about is concerning language. How people say certain things can tell you a lot about how they view other people's opinions and give you a bit of information about their personality. For example, soldiers, police officers, firefighters, and cab drivers all tend to put other people's opinions before their own as they view them as more important than themselves. And soldiers will specifically use sir and ma'am quite a lot. Whereas people who say, I hate pizza, tend to view their opinion as law, whereas someone who says, I don't like pizza, means they might be more respectful of other people's opinions. So moving on to the topic that many people find the easiest in observation and deduction is hands. We'll get to handedness in a few moments, but for now I want to talk about wear and tear. Typically, someone's dominant hand will be more worn out than the non-dominant hand, especially in a laborious career, in which scars might be common. The specific strength of one or both hands might give you an idea about what kind of career they have. In some areas, rings made of silicone or rubber might be popular, and I'm going to give an example. But these rings tend to be worn by married men who have labor-intensive jobs where metal rings might be dangerous or uncomfortable. Cattlemen and electricians are good examples of this, as the ring can bind, tear their skin, or electrocute them. Muscle strength and activity level are among the first things you should already be establishing about people anyway. It's important to note a person's age in this part, though. For example, an older man might appear to be a little plump, but actually have well-toned arms or legs. This is a common occurrence with construction workers, whereas a younger person might appear fit but have rather weak arms or legs due to inactivity. Clothing is a great piece of bonus data, and one that I specifically wanted to bring out as it was suggested for this video. In my study of art, I have realized that the way someone dresses is a self-portrait. They put on what they want people to depict them as being. That being said, sometimes it can be more telling than they intend. Colors and accessories are all important things to look for. Additionally, the quality and age of their clothes is important. For example, shoes can be an indicator of income and practicality. It may also be easy to determine if their clothing is part of a well-maintained uniform. Identification can come in multiple forms. War vets might have badges, medals, bracelets, or hats that can identify them, and cards in their wallet. These can be easy indicators of their career path, but soldiers aren't the only career that carry ID like this. Many social workers have a form of badge card usually worn on a lanyard. Additionally, sometimes an additional form of identification may be observable in someone's wallet. A few more closing points now. Firstly, about body language. Body language can give you a clue as to their job. Going along with the previous point about activity level, for example, if they appear to be both fit and constantly aware of their surroundings, it's possible that they have a military or law enforcement career. Body language can also clue you into something like a desk job, as a certain hunch might indicate hours spent hunched over a computer or at a desk. As I mentioned earlier, hands can say a lot about someone's career. For example, someone who can use both hands but is clearly dominant with one might have a job that requires them to be ambidextrous to some degree. The opposite side of that coin might be someone who is right-handed but for many tasks refuses to use his right hand. This might indicate some kind of injury in that hand, or arthritis or carpal tunnel. Additionally, I've noticed that if someone keeps their phone in a pocket that their dominant hand can easily reach, it is likely that their phone is important to them, either for business or for family reasons, though you'll have to make deductions yourself about that conclusion. The point that I wanted to bring out in this video specifically is determining if someone has specific knowledge of a subject. For example, as a barista, I know the difference between the terms like espresso and espresso, and what a real macchiato is. If someone has knowledge base in that area, like that, then it is clear that at least at one time, they were well versed in that career and likely, unless pursuing it as a hobby, worked in that field. And as a closing point, I wanted to make sure that you all understand that it's important for you to build a knowledge base of careers. These points will do you no good if you don't know different traits common in different jobs yourself. I suggest at the very least learning about jobs that are important in your specific area, though expanding your knowledge to a wider range of careers that might be popular is also a good idea. I'm now going to conclude this video with some videos that will allow you to test these skills.